Okay, viewers, this is Dr. James Vonduttch speaking, and today's date is Sunday, 17th of May 2026. And right now I'm just in front of the business school at Coventry University, and that's Gosford Street there. So situated just alongside Gosford Street, and I'm on my bike again. I've just brought that, so obviously I'm getting off the bike to make this video recording. And I made some videos yesterday, and I was talking about on the topics of electric bikes and electric scooters, the pros and cons, etc. So I mentioned quite a bit about that in my videos, and the concerns for safety aspects to be improved on those trending items, methods of alternative transportation, increasingly getting popular with my viewers who might be also users of those appliances. And I'm just going under this ring road kind of bridge at the Coventry University on Gosford Street, and something just come to my attention. I think I need to mention it on my video, and it's on the same topic as yesterday, and it's about these bikes here, these electric bikes. You can actually hire these bikes, these electric bikes, and there are selected places where these electric bikes are found in quite a number of increasing numbers. There's only two here at the moment, two available bikes. I've seen some people just riding some bikes. These are Lime bikes, electric bikes, Lime electric bikes. And let me just go up to one of them and show you a bit about them. So this is the other option. You can hire these bikes instead of buying them outright, because it might be a better option to hire it if you want to use it for the event or occasion. If you're not a frequent rider, for instance, and you don't have the money to buy one. And like I said yesterday in my video, at Halfords they're currently selling for about £28 to £30 minimum per month, per calendar month, if you want to pay by installments, and that's over 24 months contract or something. So if you want to do it that way, that's the option if you clear it for finance, of course, by their company. And that's the Lime bike there, and it's also got a basket there, which is useful for shopping purposes. But I've noticed a snag there with these bikes. They don't actually come with a helmet, so pay attention if you're out there. Do remember to bring your own helmet, because they should really supply you with a helmet. Either it should be attached to the bike and released when you pay for it or something like that. They should come up with a design where that helmet is complete with the bike. So obviously I need to let my viewers be aware of that safety aspect, that these electric bikes on hire don't actually come with helmets, safety helmets. So you do need to bring your own, and I wouldn't risk it. These are very fast, and if you fall off one of them, chances are you'll sustain serious injury, possibly fatal injury in some cases. And the procedure is you simply download their app, the Lime app, on your Android or iPhone, and then I think it's about 20p a minute. That's the charge for the bike. And you also have to pay £1 to unlock the bike. So that's the costs involved. That's what I've been checking up on, and I think that's kind of up to date. But obviously you need to check it for yourself. So go to the Lime site for these bikes and download the app, because you need to download the app. And obviously, like I said, £1 charge to unlock the bike, and 20p a minute roughly. That's what they're charging. So it is kind of expensive, you know. So that's about £1 for 5 minutes, plus the pound for the unlocking. That's £6 minimum for 5 minutes. You know, it can build up. It depends how far you're going to use them. If it's just a local shopping nip down the road or something, it might be okay, but I wouldn't advise it for too lengthy journeys. And you can actually, I think, lock it when you're parked as well, when you're shopping. Put it on pause or something. There's a procedure for that on the app, I think. And that's about it. So the only snag I'd say is helmets. So do bring your own helmets. And I've mentioned you can get these for £10 from Halfords. That's the cheapest one for adults, and they go upwards to £30 and even above, depending upon what you require. And I think this scheme should be extended, to be honest. It should be extended to cars as well. So if there's anyone listening out there, anyone serious with business power, business money, someone who could set up companies like Uber and Bolt, for instance, and these companies, these lime companies, bike companies, you know, if there's anyone listening out there with that sort of potential, I think they need to extend that scheme to cars, car hire. And there's car parks here, and they could easily park the cars there in the car park or some other space that they can acquire. And all that would be required is download the app or something and enter your driving license number, full valid driving license number, of course, and also your bank details or your card details, debit card, credit card, whatever it is, and that's it. You should be able to hire in a similar manner to that. The technology is there, so it's transferable. It's just a question of people with assets willing to buy some cars which are, you know, roadworthy, etc., and suitable for hire purposes. So that's what I would recommend. I would recommend extending that scheme to cars. I would really, you know, look forward to something like that. And obviously, if it's affordable rates, I would possibly go for it. And you could just leave the car there somewhere after you've used it. And also takes care of parking, doesn't it, as well? If there's more than one location, especially at airports and places, you could just leave the car after using it, and you don't have to worry about parking. And you could just hire another car, couldn't you? So that would be ideal. That's what I would recommend. Something like that should happen, and somebody out there, some business entrepreneur or somebody, if they've got the muscle, they've got money and resources, they should definitely attempt to do something like that, car hire scheme. So it would require your driver license number, that's about it, and obviously your bank details for payment for the hire of that vehicle, for instance. And it should come with a standard MOT on the car, insurance as well. It should come with the and breakdown cover as well. It should come with all those attached to that. A small price for that, it should be added to that maybe. So that should be all in one. Even if you've got your insurance, it should come with insurance. That's all I'm saying. And valid insurance to drive in the place of where you're going to actually hire it. And that's about it. So I would look forward to something like that, a scheme like that, instead of bikes, on cars and even vans, maybe even. Simple procedure where you just go to that place where the cars or vans or other vehicles are parked. Take your car of the choice and then log in the details with your app or something, or maybe there's a terminal or something like that where you can just input the information. Something like these parking terminals here in a park. You can put buy your ticket there on this parking meter thing. It says pay by app, so something like that maybe. And simple procedure, obviously, just enter your driving license number and your credit details, and maybe if it asks for your address, of course you need to put that in as well, your residence, and obviously it'll give you a rate for up to an hour, 2 hours a day, etc. So that's what I would recommend, and they should do that as soon as possible, to be honest, if they really want to make money out of it. because there's huge potential there. There are a lot of drivers there who just can't afford to buy a car at the moment. Maybe they need to use a car, or even to get to work, maybe, you know, and then not worry about parking it. They could just leave it there or something, where they could leave it, some certain spots where they could leave the car. That's about it for today. I'm going to end this video. I need to mention one more thing. I'm not sure if my viewers have this similar problem, but I've got USB-C charging point on my Android phone, camera phone, etc. And I've encountered problems charging. It's very slow charging. Sometimes it doesn't charge at all. It gets sticky, and I've encountered that problem with quite a few of my phones. This one's been doing that quite often, and it can be a bit of a snag charging it. Really delayed charging on this phone, and it doesn't charge at all. Like I said, sometimes it just sticks. I'm not sure if my viewers experience that. I think they should have inductive charging phones, you know, as standard. They should introduce inductive charging, where you just place the phone over an inductive charger, and that's it. It's simple charging, and that's much better and much more convenient and wireless almost, you know. And of course, no contact problems there with the ports, charging ports. So that's another recommendation for the manufacturers of mobile phones. If they could just, you know, start introducing inductive charging on the phones, you know, obviously they are available. Some phones are inductive charging, but they just need to get them kind of a bit more universal. Obviously, everyone's relying on these USB charging points, even on the buses and places where you've got those USB charging points, which is helpful in some ways, but it's not really ideal. Like I said, there are problems in charging, and obviously the ports, the USB ports, this one is a USB-C port, and obviously it does get, or maybe it's the contacts ain't very secure, a bit flack or something, you know. So you need to get, you know, inductive charging alternative, you know, to and there's another line bike there. Can you see that's the one riding that? I've seen 2 or 3 people on line bikes today. I think maybe that's the 4th. And I'm here on what road is this? This is I think this is Jordan Wells Street. That was Gosford Street there, further back. This becomes Jordan Wells Street, and I've seen quite a few people, mostly women actually, as 1 or 2, maybe one was a male person on these bikes riding quite fast in the morning with those rented bikes. So I think they've done away with buying one. They've actually just decided to rent one, which is an easy option. Like I said, you just need to download the app, the Lime app in this case. There are other operators, and you just need to download their app and then pay for it, how much usage. And I think, like I said, 20p a minute and £1 to unlock. But they don't come with helmets, so I'm assuming they've got their own helmets. They must have bought their own helmets when they hired it. So you do need to remember that. Okay, and that's about it. And once again, if there's any entrepreneurs out there, do come up with a scheme, you know, where you can hire cars as well, similar fashion to the hiring of bikes. That's all I would like to say in this video. Dr. James on Sunday, 17th of May 2026, and on Jordan Wells Street. Let me just get the name of the street in. Let me get that in. So that's Jordan Wells. And we're going down to Gosford Street. And that bridge there, that flyover bridge, the Ringwood flyover bridge, that's where the line bikes are located, near the university, the Coventry University. There's also some line bikes on Parkside, that road, as you go towards the VW dealers. So that's not far from here as well. There's actually more bikes on Parkside than up here. These ones seem to be taken, so do be wary of that. Do remember So they do get rented quite quickly, even early in the morning. There's only 2 bikes there I can see remaining, and there's usually a row of those bikes. So that's the other place where you can get those line bikes in Coventry, at Parkside, on that road. Next to Short Street, there's a church there. It's actually near the church. That's where the row of bikes are, the line bikes, if you want to rent from there. And a bit further up as well. But along Parkside anyway, so that's the alternative to hiring bikes from here. So that's about it for today. So remember, safe riding, and I'll put my helmet on and get on my bike and go back to my home after this video now. And safety is a very important aspect to remember, especially in this day and age, and electric bikes and electric scooters. People being mowed down literally by those machines, if you like, you want to call them machines, and the speeds that they attain makes it, very difficult for the people involved in collisions or accidents to survive such an accident. That's the important thing to remember. And they don't actually have helmets or anything for that matter. People who are on the streets, pedestrians. So do always be thinking about them. Have consideration for others on the pavements and the roads, etc. If you are riding those electric machines, and there are fines in town, by the way, if you use electric bikes in the city centre itself. So do remember that as well. There's charging there, and there should be, obviously, because it's obviously dangerous and potentially dangerous, and that's the reason why the fine's there. So you should come off your bike and walk with your bike there. But they're very popular, and even amongst these food delivery people, the fast food delivery people. So that's a new trend anyway, and I've seen them everywhere. And that's the bridge there. See that bridge there? That's the ring road that goes around Coventry City Centre. The flyover, and there's a kind of bridge there, and that's where the bikes are parked there, on next to the university site. I think I'll end that video now. And remember that Volunteers film with John Candy, the late John Candy? Fight, fight, fight for Washington State, win the victory. He's obviously going to destroy bridges, isn't it? This is one of these country bridges, isn't it? Are you into bridges, by the way? Remember the skinny bridge in Amsterdam? The Mugger Bridge. That's what they call it in Amsterdam. And it's skinny because 2 sisters built it, and apparently they ran out of money. So that's why there was labelled the skinny bridge. There wasn't enough material there. Dr. James Vondutch on 17th May 2026.